Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. A few days ago, a reader sent me an email giving me the link to a YouTube video and asked me to answer three comments or at least one comment that was in the video. So let's take a look at that. See if I can do that. And site. Yeah, so this is uh, an old interview I gave to the Grow channel, their Money Talks YouTube channel, and they had cut a small section and I made a new video out of it and was posted 3 weeks ago. And there's a interesting comment here. It says, I don't see any financial influencers talk about how to live a life with a decent salary for buying home, children's education, marriage. Everyone is just talking about retirement. Why just retirement? How can we save or invest money strategically that can fulfill today's requirement plus investment? Tell people how can they strategize for different salary segment. Um, well, how do I begin to answer this? Look, if you want to achieve all your goals in life, you need money, you need income, uh, or more specifically, the difference between your income and your expenses, including rent, etc., to be significant. Only then you can invest and achieve all your goals. You can take care of your children's education, you can their marriage, you can buy yourself a home, etc., etc. All your aspirations will be satisfied only when you have significant income and your expenses do not increase more than the rate at which your income is increasing. That is, the gap between income and expenses should be high, and that gap should keep increasing. That only then you will have money, and you will have more and more money to invest and create a corpus. Forget about planning separately for all goals and so on. Let's say you just have one portfolio and you want to use it for all your long-term goals. That's fine. But the amount you put into it will depend on your income and your lifestyle. So there is not much else to talk about it other than this, which I think is common sense. And let me um, let's be very practical here. Not everybody is going to become financially independent. Not everybody is going to achieve all their goals. Not everybody is going to be able to fund their children's college without getting an educational loan, or their marriages without getting a personal loan, or without dipping into their retirement corpus, etc., and so on. So it is a very tough world, and it not everybody is going to be successful in it. But we must still try and reduce our loan burden future, or our dependence on others in future, by investing as much as possible. I am the key reason I'm talking about this is young people should work really really hard, and that means that they if you want to change your life, if you think your income is not enough, and if you want to grow rich, then you must work extremely hard. And only then you're going to get that. I mean, if you tell people today to work hard, they get angry, they get insulted. It's common sense. You can't have everything. Not everybody will get everything. You must sacrifice something. People who don't have a lot of money to begin with, don't have a lot of qualifications to begin with because of family circumstances, because of family responsibilities. Yes, you have to sacrifice something in order to become better in life. My parents sacrificed everything possible for me to study. I have said this several times. I finished school in 1992. I got my first proper salary in early 2006. Until then, my parents were fully supporting me, and not emotionally, financially, in every other way. Of course, I was making a little money. It was not as if I was not making some money, but that was not enough to run the household on my own. The only time I was able to run the household on my own was in 2006. So it requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires cross-generational sacrifices. When I say I am financially independent, it is not just me. There is a big no family behind me which is supporting me and propping me up, including my wife, son, my parents. Everybody has played their part. Of course, other members of the joint family have supported me significantly. So there's a huge number of people on whose shoulder I'm standing and talking. Their sacrifices has helped me achieve financial freedom today. The same may not be possible for you. If it is not possible for you, then you will have to be the one who has to do the sacrifice, so that even if your children are not financially independent, I mean, even if, sorry, excuse me, even if you are not able to achieve financial independence, at least your children will be able to. The next generation will do better. So this is common sense. I mean, you can't say, how do I live my life today? The the main reason why people are asking this is their salaries are low. If the salaries are low, what can you do? There's not much you can do. You can only invest so much, which means all your life, all your dreams are not going to, fulfill in future. I'm sorry, that's the real practical answer to it. There are some nice responses to it. For example, one person says to that question, to that comment, retirement is not an option and you have to plan for it. That's right. That's absolutely true. But of course, once you have children, then they take precedence and you have to take care of them. Now, there's another person who is agreeing with the original poster. Exactly. What is the point of saving for unpredictable and unpromising future? Teach about how to live financially stable in present. Now, I feel this is a problem with the young generation. Of course, all young generations have a problem. When I was a youngster myself, I also must have had problems. I'm saying people want to live in the present. That's absolutely fine. Of course, you should enjoy today, but you should also have a plan to enjoy tomorrow, which means that you must save a little bit for tomorrow, which means you can't enjoy fully today. You must balance today's enjoyment and tomorrow's comfort. This is common sense. I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it. What else can I do? All this talk is nonsense for a middle class person. There are many responsibilities and duties. When I got job, I had to help my dad to build second floor. Then came sister's marriage, my own marriage. I was working in different cities, so I had to pay rent as well. So it is not easy to increase investment at the rate of 10% every year, especially if you are single earner. The reason people abandon SIPs midway is because they have so little that they panic at first market crash. Only after you have a cushion, you can weather the market turbulence. I completely agree with this. I completely agree. This is why I said you have to build wealth across generation. You have to sacrifice yourself, depending on your family circumstances, your time, your money, etc., so that the next generation can be happy. You uh, may not be able to achieve financial stability, comfort, etc., in your lifetime if you spend too much on your other family responsibilities and so on. And now the main reason why people are ranting is, I said, and I keep saying this, please try to increase your investments at least by 10% every year. This is not it's not written in stone. This means if you cannot do 10%, you cannot say I won't do it at all. If I can't do 10%, I won't do it at all. What kind of attitude is this? If you cannot do 10%, try for 5%. If you cannot do 5%, try for 1%. If you cannot do 1%, try for 0.5%. Try to increase as much as possible. Instead of sitting and ranting on YouTube will not make you wealthy. I mean, this is a big problem. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm very disappointed that people look at the kind of people who have upvoted this. It's 123 people. It's a good enough number. So there's a lot of people who feel like that. I mean, whether they have upvoted it publicly or not is a different matter. A lot of people feel like that, and there's no solution to it other than trying to earn more money. People say, no, my job is too tiresome. I cannot find a way to upskill myself. I don't have any time. Well, tough luck. If you cannot find the time, then you cannot grow wealthy in future. You cannot increase your net worth. You won't be able to achieve your dreams. You won't be financially independent in future. This is the sad reality of the world. There is no special magic pill which somebody can give you, or some great strategy somebody can tell you of how to be happy, achieve all your goals in future, how to enjoy today to the maximum, and it's just not on. I mean, it's common sense. You don't need to be old to. It's not some wisdom that you realize after you become old. It's just common sense. Many young people recognize this. So I would like to stop ranting now. But anyway, please share your comments. Bye bye.